able to drop some slap hits in there. But I think that's going to be something to look out for on Mel's side. And we're hopping right into it. I think Super is a very strong start of the lineup, going Toadsworth, Bowser, DK, and then Mario. It's very scary to deal with. And we're going to see Super leading it off right here with Toadsworth at the plate.
And back on, I believe that Super did mod this stadium, so you know, he's on home turf right now with the Mario Stadium turning into Slice 2025. You know, hoping to feast on that short right porch. Yeah. But wants to start it off right here and wants to start it off well. Great eye.
Absolutely, absolutely. He is going to be hitting towards Yoshi over there at second base. So that is going to be a little tricky.
Yep.
It's going to strike out anyway, not even a factor.
Well, that's one. It's not like you can even say, oh, I'm just going to push the ball or pull it the other way, because who does he have right after it? You got Birdo on the
You got double
side.
dino. Double dino middle infield. It's the best middle infield you can have. It is going to be pretty mean trying to squeeze anything by those guys.
Yeah, but
get the walk on Bowser.
But if you're going to squeak it on by, this is where DK. A good DK hit does not matter if you have 8 Yoshis. Instead puts it right up the middle. I talked about a good DK hit and absolutely terrible ground ball on the base.
That's bad, bro. That is bad. All right, Mel stepping up now. He's got Captain Birdo leadoff. I feel like I don't see Captain Birdo leadoff very often.
See it a bit. They want it for that chem with PD. That's what they're fully selling for that chem with PD. They don't care about getting a double with it. They just care about getting on base. And Super just missing. I think that's 2 pitches in a row I thought were getting called, but full count right now.
I thought that was getting hit. There we go.
Well,
Pushed
but it's
too
foul.
much. Pushed too far. It's going to be foul. 3-2. He's just going for the slap. Hey, it gets on. That's nice.
Spent 2 stars, got the single in the end, did it the hard way. But hey, now we got what you wanted here. You want PD on, because now the scary thing is if you want to walk here, you have Madge right after, and you can have those stars. But as you said, he's already down to 2 stars right away. That's tough to be in. So.
You got to know, like, you got to be saving for Noki, too. Low Trage, listen, you know, it was almost right at Pianta. So seeing it get by Pianta, I think I'm pretty happy there. Going to be first and second on. You expect to see some runs come across here.
I expected the star, but I think, you know, me and you were both talking about worried about the star coming in. Mel says, I'm not spending.
I think saving is smart, you know. Madge has a good bat, can get it done. It's a little high. It's going to be a out to dry bones there.
Yeah, I will say we commented before about the fielding, but I'm seeing Bones in the outfield. I'm seeing Pianta in the infield. This is not.
There's some holes. There are some holes in this outfield for sure.
Now we got the best of the bros. We do have Boomerang. Oh, great pitch inside, and he just takes it. Again, Mel showing that golf discipline. Sends it up. It's deep. It's in the corner and foul by 2 feet.
Splits the pole the wrong way. Unfortunate, but he's still got another shot here. Perfect shot. It's going to go foul. Yo, it's hitting the same fan out there. He's like, I got 2 balls from Boomerang Bro.
Oh, and can he get a third? But it's at the wall. It's going to be a tough catch.
Play?
Super makes the great play right there. I think Balam's WarioWare is just showing off right now.
The training pays off. Yeah, the training pays off for sure. Oh, my gosh. And now, perfect, dude. Perfect contact left and right.
I think he can't go, though. He's got both the lasers in the on the left side to try and stop it, but now you got Noki.
And you're glad that you saved the stars here, you know. Now you got 2 shots to work with. We're going to see a swap probably putting DK.
DK and Walu. Yeah.
Putting DK and Walu over to the right side. Try to combat this line drive star swing.
Good start. And this one, a good start here scores 2. That's what he's watching for, and he's going to flirt with that outside. Says you have to make your choice.
You just got to place it between DK and Walu. You got to thread the needle.
Ooh. And Super's not happy with that one. He wanted the strike on the pitch.
We are having a little hand-in-this face-off here, right? Lefty Boo and righty Noki. Unfortunately, uses the last star. We're going to get a...
And he did it. What a play. Super right there. Again, ice in the veins says, you know what? You have 2 stars. I'm going to play this. I'm going to play it competently. I'm going to play it patiently.
Yeah, playing it super slow. I mean, anytime that the pitcher and the batter have opposite handedness. Oh, whoa!
Oh, almost getting the home run there.
Yeah, that was scary.
Super knows that. He even sees, because says, I'm going to pull the ball, put it between the dinos, no Madges. I'm just going to send it out there. I find the best thing against Super is just hope that it hits me and pops right back up.
Yeah. I think you got to take your wins where you can get them for sure. Again, we do have the handedness coming up here with King Boo and
not
Dixie.
The double play. You wish they had that chemistry right there, but again, unless the character's already on the base, you don't get that chem throw, so you don't get the improvement on it. The one thing you will start to notice here, Super, again, loves his base running. He does a late steal each time from second because he knows that he wants to capitalize if he's able to get that single, and that's exactly what we get. We're going to get Mario scoring here, making it around the bases, and we got a 1-0 game.
Yeah, double dino infield. You know, we lauded left and right. It's the arms are bad.
Yep.
So, you know, you're going to prevent a lot of things getting through, such as
you
that.
get this, and that's the big thing. I think the one thing that's nice, though, is if you do get it to Birdo, I call it modified laser, is when Birdo throws it to PD. Because
Yeah, you get the chem.
It's just a diet laser. You know, it's almost there, half the calories.
Yeah.
Like, but we're right on it. You know, only one run here. We're going to see some offense. We have both lineups, but we are starting to see a lack of stars on both teams.
Yep.
We're spending early.
It's, again, I think it's something that Mel is going to have to keep in mind very heavily. You know, you gotta have stars for Noki. It's really important, and you really want them from Birdo, too. I mean, Super, you know, can use them with Bones, with Toadsworth, with Mario, but doesn't rely on them as heavily.
I think that's the one thing, Super saving him for Mario each time.
Yeah.
Super knows what his bread and butter is, and I think that's the big thing when you see top level is it's not being good with every character, it's not being the best with each character, it's being the best with your characters, and knowing them well. And again, Super knows Mario.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, heading into the top of the third, you know, starts off back to 9-inning ball games, playing the full 9 for you. This is Super at the plate.
I will say the one that I do like against Double Dino, I was going to say, is Bones. I think Bones does a really good job getting it to the outfield more often.
Yeah.
Doesn't do those little late
Gets
ones.
it out there.
Toadsworth, on the other hand, likes to do this.
Dino food, bro.
Yeah,
Dino food for sure.
Also, we even get to see the Wario on first base right now. I didn't even notice that, but that's
Oh,
what you see.
yeah.
Mel did the I'm going to take all the middle infielders kind of play, and instead of seeing like the 3K, we get to see the Wario on 1.
I like it. I like it. I think sliding catch at the corners, it's got a little sauce to it, you know? You can make some tasty plays. That is going to be
He's caught it.
catch. Ooh.
You saw right there. He kind of delayed a little bit. He
Yeah.
half a second, but again, doesn't matter. DK, I think Super's not too happy with right now after the first 2 at bats. That's why you draft him so early, is for those ones. All I'm learning, Mel does not need a star for Birdo.
We're talking left and right. You need the stars, Roberto. Mel says.
Just a crutch.
Why don't you quit yapping over there? I'm hitting my perfect singles
here.
every time.
You two are both out of the
Yeah.
You know.
I lost to both of these players. It stars off, actually.
I've only lost to 50% of them.
I'm watching my demons face off. Great slap hit from PD. Slap hit from PD.
Did not call slap hit from PD when you got the chemistry on base, but hey, again, whatever works for you. The question here, we have 1 star. Are you spending it or are you saving it? Because you know that you got a power hitter afterwards.
Yeah, I don't mind the spend for sure. You got no outs. You really wanna grease the wheels on this train that you're trying to run. Especially when you got Bro right after. All right, 1 out comes across.
Great pitching right there, but now we do have Boomerang Bro.
Homer opportunity.
Oh, and we saw last at bat. You're just a couple just short on foul, so we do have it here. And that's great shot. It's one thing you're going to get with Boomers. You're going to get those singles.
Yeah.
No round. I think he wasn't making it anyways, but not seeing that aggressive base running. But now we got Wario. He is charging.
Yeah, he's looking for a, you know, he wants to hit a gapper, but he will take a sac fly if he can.
Yeah,
that's the idea.
Do have the 1 out, and that's where you can do. I think that the one concern he's got is he does have double on the lasers, but I think we should be good. And a great play to get his PD to third base too.
Yeah.
Again, not the easiest input. You know, a lot of people think that pop fly, you can just click the Y button, everyone goes. No, your third baseman goes, nobody else goes. Everyone gets stuck on base, so you got to put 2 quick inputs in.
Yup.
And be accurate with it. But now, you know, we've been talking about this green Noki, and again, proving us completely wrong. We don't need these stars. They're a hindrance.
No, we don't need the stars. What a nice little slap hit there, man. Drives in another run. We got runners on first and second. Luigi up. No stars left.
Again,
see what we can do.
Nothing worried about in the tank, but you know, you want to sneak that one in. Again, you know that you have that weak defense. Like, you got Bones in left field is not who you want on your team. If he can just sneak it in, and he sneaks it right in.
Nice.
I can't get any further though because we do have the PM to get that laser in. But now you got Yoshi, bases loaded. Very comparable singles bat. Wants to put in that exact same spot that Luigi just did.
Yeah, you just want to be rolling with the singles right now. You know, you got Yoshi, you got Dixie. Let's see what you can do, man. 2-1 count. With this looks like the
sends it up, and he does not get King Boo. That's going to be 2 runs scored.
Is it?
Oh, and he just dives in. Mel knows his number. Says
That's
again,
crazy.
I've been playing all day with +1s, -1s, getting my powers, bogeys. I know my exact speeds. Do not doubt me.
He got there. Yeah, that was well done. That drives in 2 4-1 ball game. that'll be the inning there. But the damage has been done. 4 runs come across.
And all day, I do not run on that one. I am a
Me
coward.
neither.
I sit safely at third base, and I call it home, and I hug on to it.
I probably run on that one, and then halfway down, I send back and get out in the pickle.
Yeah,
that's what I do. Mario up with Super Mario. You know, we've been saying good things about it. Not going to put in another star.
I like the choice there. He put in one, said, you know what, I don't need this at this point. Wasn't a star chance. Said he has the KB right now. Again, just off the edge of the crown. You really want to put that in, knowing that there's no wall jump in left field with the longer porch, though.
It's going to be sour contact. Noki should be able to get there.
Wow.
Will get the out. Yeah, nice stuff. That sliding catch really does make a difference on a lot of plays. Walu now very consistent singles hitter.
Yeah, and this is the one person that we've seen the largest climb right now. We just had a community tier list, and I do believe that it was Walu has consistently climbed on the tier list almost every single time, and I believe is 8th best character in the game right now. So,
it's crazy.
Maybe not on the base path, but he gets back safely.
You know, I do understand it. You know, Walu is such a prolific third baseman, has such a great single. He really does bring a lot to the team. Got Walu and Boo on. Yanta coming up.
Hey, and Super goes thinks right now. One swing of the bat, and I can tie it right up. And we have somebody there.
That is true. That would be huge.
He's getting a little bit antsy on the outside. It's a good handedness matchup. There's one thing I don't. I can agree with the base running. I can agree with everything else, but I cannot agree with the PM slap.
Yeah, no, me neither. He's going for the steal. Perfect. Look at how bad that was.
And I think that he just got caught up with, I think maybe trying to charge
I think he was trying to do a late charge, but just pressed it too late.
Ooh, tough one. But again, lots of game here. Again, folks, these are going to be 9-inning games. I know we've been playing a lot of ball, a lot of stun.
A lot of sevens.
7. The game's not over in 3. We got lots of time here. We're not even halfway done. And again, we're going to see right now, a little back and forth, but, you know, the slap's going to be better with PD with this fielding. Yeah,
for sure. You know, Bones out in left is, he's got sliding catch, but he's a little on the slower side, and Pianta rocking shortstop. They are not going to be able to contest this. Look at that.
Doesn't matter, though.
It's beautiful.
3 Yoshis. No catches made on that one.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, it's something that a lot of people will see that and be like, why are we slap hitting with PD? He's so good at the charge. You know, naturally, of course, he can hit the moonshots, but pretty much all of the power characters have really good slap hits. You know, you look at DK, weird. You look at DK and you're like, oh, DK's singles bat is excellent, you know? It's a lot of the same reasons that make DK good and make a lot of these other heavy characters good.
Yeah.
You know, they got the high trajectory and the pull traj, so when you're pushing it, it gets that nice arc.
Oh, and speaking of traj, it's up in the air. Mario's up, and it's over his head.
Sneaks by Mario. A great wall jump, but boomerang, bro.
And questioning why, again, exactly. Why do you slap there with PD? He wants to cycle the lineup. So I've got the confidence with some of my other characters right now. Maybe I'm not feeling the PD charge, but if you can keep cycling, you get those better batters up constantly. It's why I hate the Dennis model of getting out with two outs, because I think that you're just not cycling enough.
Yeah.
And instead, you go up. You know, you're playing Mario Baseball. You're going to have 1 or 2 not great bats on your team all the time. And the goal with those is just to keep cycling to get those better bats.
Keep the movement going.
And speaking of better bats, Green Noki, Paint, and Picasso out there right now. We're just finding the lines.
Yeah, I can never commentate a baseball game. Again, Green Noki's embarrassed me in front of everybody. I'm going to wake up in a cold sweat in the middle of the night and be like, why am I star swinging with Noki, man? She just does it all anyway.
Yeah, you found a better way to play.
Yeah.
You're going to go back to the Dinger City House and be like, guys, I saw something.
Guys, hear me out. I just never star swing, and it works.
But no, a great there put up right now. Mel does have the 7-1 lead. You know, we're starting to see the second pitcher in the game. Something we're seeing more and more often now. I think as people have gotten better with it, you know, people are getting their timings down. We are seeing more second pitchers to third pitchers.
Nice star swing. It's going to get by. Gets the star back as well.
Yep.
Star for star. It was a good trade-off. We are now moving into the top of Super's lineup. Toadsworth with Bowser on deck.
Is he debating starring again? I know I've seen him. He seems like he's having a little bit more difficulty with Toadsworth, especially on those inside pitches. And the biggest concern you have is the double play if you hit it first.
Absolutely. He's going to
Sensei
go for the
doesn't
slap.
need
It's
the start.
great.
Oh, he's going to go up. Wow. He did this so that he could have the chance because he figured he's going to walk Bowser afterwards, but now he gets to score. So first base open. Again, Super great base running there. Now has Bowser up, and if he's walking, he's going to have first and second. And that's what he does have. Doesn't matter about the chemistry.
Yeah, you know, I do get it. You try to make the dive. It's obviously, you know, it's a far one.
Yeah,
but like you're
little
saying,
ambitious.
It's like, hey, you're walking Bowser anyway, so the harm is relatively low. A run, of course, did score because of it. With a batter like DK, man, that might just happen anyway.
Great patience by Super right now. He's throwing those outside pitches. He's daring him to swing. Throws the inside, gets the perfect, and it's too high up in the air. DK right now 0 for 3 on the bump right now.
Super simply too good at the game that it's punishing him. That perfect contact.
We get to see it, and he sends another one, and finally we see it up in the air, and does he drop it? No, he catches it.
Wow. That is tough for Superman.
Again, so a rarity I've seen from Super is actually hitting it into the dinos, but...
oh, just off on that one. Wow.
Oh, he's right there with it. He can tell that he's reading the spots. He just inches. It's just that crown. If that crown was real on the bat, this would be a different game.
This would be a different ball game. Yeah, this would be a 5-7 game for sure.
Oh,
another sour.
Pitch. Sours him on the inside.
Wow, hey, great stuff from Melthrax here. Let me just tell you, you know, Super getting a leadoff run or a leadoff runner and then hitting the top of your lineup and only one run comes across. Yeah. That's good, man. That's a good defensive showing.
First and second, no outs, captain character up, and let nothing in. Again, great at bat. Actually, great pitching there, especially in the heart of the order.
Yeah, for sure. We're now seeing Super King Boo pitcher, man. I don't know about the King Boo pitcher.
It's tough, but I mean, what else are you going to pitch on this side? I was just say this is the second time, and you know, I have an opinion on the if you're slamming that R button and then you throw to the base and no one's there, I'm a man who takes one base. I don't take two.
I agree with that.
Because I think it's a punishment for maybe you should stop clicking the R button so much.
The games have a little bit of shenanigans to them, and I think, you know, I'll take one base.
Yeah, I'm not running because then you have nobody on, and sometimes it glitches out. I'm not going to do that, but. Speaking of this, we do have, and he says, I don't need to slap with Petey. I'm just going to low charge opposite field.
Oh, dude, he's playing Petey as a push hitter. It's ridiculous, and it's working. It's so funny. 8-2. This is a scary spot to be, man.
It's a really tough one because now you also
match gets on.
Oh, great catch. Now we still have Boomerang Bro, and again, could make this an 11-2 ball game with one swing of the bat. And Mel is competent with the Boomerang Bro.
Absolutely. And we saw him smoke a couple that were just foul.
We're seeing that confidence right down the line. He sends it back there. Again, joining the souvenirs with the ones that were foul beforehand, except this time maybe 2 rows away. But a great hit, and Mel puts this game up to 11-2. Maybe we're going to see the Wario charge, or are we going for the slap?
He's going for the slap. Dude, there's a shy guy out in the stands. He's got a jacket filled with baseballs from Boomerang Bro.
You know, he got the Boomerang #1 hit.
Yeah, for sure.
Bought the season tickets the moment he signed with the Melthraxes.
Dude, okay, that one shouldn't have landed.
Shouldn't have landed, but you know,
I guess it did.
Do you know what the scorebook is going to say on this one?
Pull the stats and it's like, that landed, bro. Oh, no.
And we do have right now, again, 11-2, another single. I'm thinking right here.
All of a sudden, Noki in scoring position to end this ball game.
Yeah, and we have Yoshi up, and Yoshi can do it. A good single, put down the left field line, maybe able to score. And again, we saw Mel earlier push that runner.
Yeah, absolutely. And stars off, guys. It's single a limb, so when you lose, you're Dunsky. That's it.
I'm wondering if Super... Yeah. Oh, I thought that was ball 4. I was like, maybe Super's walking because he really wants to go against the... And we said it. It's down the line. Noki's rounding.
And that is the ball game there. Wow! Melthrax takes it over Super with the walk-off single. Oh, my gosh.
And that was just a clinic there. Mel just